Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Just gonna drink the rest of my coffee. See if anybody else wants to come. Okay, good morning. Right, so today we're gonna do these little ornaments. Good morning. Good morning, Meg. Good morning, the handmaid. We're gonna do these two little ornaments. It's kind of a free-for-all today because you could do them a couple different ways. You could just satin stitch the whole thing. You could do a split stitch to show some, direction like we did with the Santa Claus's hat almost. Like that. You can do some French knots in the middle. Stop falling on me. It's really up to you how you want to do it. So I've just pulled some kind of like vintagey colors, and I thought I'd use the same blue that we used on Monday, with the snowflake, because it's got a bit of a shine to it. I've also pulled the gray color of the same kind, the Marlet embroidery thread, 8, 4, 5. And then just off to the side here, I've got some like really bright colors because I might mix and match in with some other things, make it a little bit nuts. So for these, I think I'm gonna do like an every other color with these two, and then maybe do the lines in something else. So let's just try. Let's get started a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to make the thread less than 6 strands. So I'm just deciding if I want kind of 2 or 3. Probably 3. 1, because it's easy, but also if I wanted to do a split stitch, then it'll be lovely. Just move those out of the way. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to try to do a satin stitch. Where's my pen? Oh, here it is. So I think with the satin stitch, instead of kind of making it go the around like this, I think I'm going to have it go straight up and down. Yeah. Like that. So let's try. I know I posted this on Instagram last night, but is anyone else watching His Dark Materials? Oh, it's so good so far. It's on BBC. So I can almost already tell that up at the top here, that 3 strands is a bit too much. But I'm gonna keep going because I think that 3 strands will be good for the bottom. Personally, I like to err on the side of... Ooh, Meg says I'm on episode 2 now. I just finished episode 2 last night, like right before I went to bed. So I'm only just starting episode 3. I cannot wait to watch it. So normally I wake up at like 7:30. David leaves at 7. So normally I'll like read a book for 15 or 20 minutes. And if I fall back asleep, I fall back asleep. And if not, then I'll just read for a little bit so I can get my reading in. And this morning I slept all the way until 9 o'clock. Like I haven't slept since like into 9 o'clock. I can't even tell you when the last time was. So I'm feeling a bit out of sorts this morning. Usually I wake up and have a coffee and like watch an episode of something and like get the day around, you know. Like if I have to do laundry or fold it or do the dishwasher or have breakfast, stuff like that. But this morning I was like, oh my God, 9:05. I've only been up for an hour. Jesus. Hi, George. Good morning. Someone's just commented, love me. And I'm just going to hop straight down here because I know that I'm going to fill in the rest of it. So it's not going to matter if I have kind of threads going all around on this one because I'm going to fill up the entire shape of the ornament. So we're just going to keep them parallel. Good morning. As people are joining, I can see it out of the corner of my eye. I think this will be really cute. I still haven't done Santa's face, actually. Or the eye on the robin bird. Because I cut it out yesterday. There's Jessie running down the stairs. Like a lunatic. Hi. Just gone to go sleep on the sofa. Spoiled brat. So we've got that so far, and we're gonna do just this very last one. What are you doing? Thank you. At the moment, she's really into like nudging things off of things. I say at the moment, but she's always been like this. But she kind of like toned it down for a bit. But now she'll just nudge. She's like a little kitty cat, you know, when they like hit things off the table just to be assholes. It's kind of what she's doing now. She's just nudging things with her nose like, oh, whoops, that fell down. What you can do about it? Sometimes I have to check just to be like, what are you doing? Please don't nudge that off of there. Is everyone all ready for Christmas? Do you have all your gifts bought, wrapped? I should say the holidays, because there's more than one holiday other than just Christmas. Ah, Meg, well done. She said I did all yesterday, finally. I think we're all ready. We have to pack our stuff, obviously. I finished all the laundry that I had to do. And then we just kind of have to like put it in the suitcase. But we have all of the gifts in the suitcase. We're going for such a short time this time, and we're still bringing 2 suitcases because we have one that's just full of gifts. I didn't wrap them though, so hopefully the customs person isn't like, huh, what is all this stuff for? It's for Christmas. I'm just filling in some spots that I didn't fill in very well the first time. And then I will go to the next color. Which I think is gonna be this light green. But I might change it to this bright green. An all pink one? I'll do the light green, because the light blue looks quite nice with it. No! That's how I had to get new scissors before, is I accidentally dropped them on the floor and the tips got bent. So when you opened them, it like snagged. They had like a horrible feeling to them. Because I don't have like a rug or anything underneath my table. It's just the like ceramic tile floor. Okay. So again, if you wanted to do the lines, we're just doing straight lines down. All the way. Just if you wanted to, you don't have to, obviously. Do what you'd like. I think that was like a big reason why I did the pattern like this, because obviously you can do them any color that you want to. You can do them really like, obviously robins are this color, or you can make them like a gray and white to like tone it down a little bit. You can choose whatever colors that you want. I think that's quite fun. Especially baubles. Like some people have certain ornaments that are like really special to them, so maybe they want to like recreate them on here. Or colors that fit your house. Easy peasy. Good morning, Lindsay. Now remember, I said I was going to do some lines across here with the light shiny colored blue. You could also use like a metallic if you wanted, and that would give them like a nice shimmery shine. But I think I've done my fair share of metallic thread for a while with the stars. So I'm gonna stick to this Marlet, the light color blue. I think I might have some that are left over from the snowflake, so I don't have to cut more. Also, in my stories last night, I did a little question box because I'm just kind of planning some videos for next year and like what kind of topics you guys want to cover. So if you have any questions or if you want to learn something specific, can you go and put it in that box, and then I'll have them all in one place. I might put a little post up on the grid today too, so everyone can like see everyone's, you know? And then like if you definitely want that as well, you can be like, I second this. These colors are so sweet together. I wish the video was like the same colors and like the same brightness and everything as I can see it. Because like the video color and the color that's on my hoop are like different. And that's annoying. So these are obviously like some kind of vintage bauble looking things. But you can use whichever colors that you want. Just make some small little stitches here. Here we go. So we have one almost finished. Of course, you could just leave it like that if you wanted. You don't have to add any kind of sparkles or anything like that. But let's see if I have a little piece of extra from before. And I do. So maybe I'll do like 2 parts to this video so that it won't be so long, or maybe I'll just keep going. Who knows? I'm gonna just thread the needle with this little thing because there's only one strand here. And these do tend to get a bit fuzzy on the ends, this Marlet thread, which can sometimes be a little difficult. So for the little lines between each of the colors, I'm going to do a stem stitch. And obviously you can outline them if you want to. That's where I have a lot of knots, so let's go in there. And stem stitch is just like this. You're gonna go down and then come back up again in the middle. And keep the same stitch length. Maybe I should have done 2 strands. Just want a little bit though. And I'm gonna go back over here, start the same way. That is cute. Jesus Lord. Killing me, these YouTube commercials. So obviously you want to keep the stitch length a bit smaller because it's so small. The ornament is so small, I mean. How cute is this though? I want an ornament like this. It does, doesn't it? Meg says it looks like the old vintage baubles. It's so cute though. I don't know, now I feel like I should use the same colors for this one instead of different ones. And I'm gonna do the little I'm just gonna do a couple so you can actually see that there's a hole in there and that you can wrap it. Like it looks like it's been wrapped, you know? And then the same color blue, I'm just gonna make a line down. Easy peasy. Okay, and then for the other one, I might just do kind of the same thing, satin stitch straight down. I thought about doing a split stitch, but looks like a basketball, doesn't it? blue. I feel like I need some more soft colors, you know? Like a light purple almost. Like a lavender. Hair's on that one. What about this pink? I'm gonna do this pink. Mike says I need to get some of that thread. This marlet thread. It's from Anchor. I just noticed that Hobbycraft doesn't really sell Anchor anymore at my store, so I don't know if they do at your store. This was part of the press box from last year. So, I mean, I hope that they still have it, but oh dear. The end is so bad. But you might have to order it online from them. Mike says, no, they haven't sold Anchor threads in my Hobbycraft in ages. Yeah, so they started disappearing about 8 months ago. And then they were like all in the discount bin. Like a little bin at like the end of the DMC aisle. I had like a bunch of them there. And I was a bit like, oh, that's really disappointing. And you know what? My mom said that she can't find them like anywhere in the States either. They're like really difficult to get. Yeah, Meg said you can get it through some websites individually. But it's a shame. Like, I like to be able to go and look at the threads just because I feel like online sometimes the colors aren't exactly what you want, if you know what I mean. I think especially because some of the colors are so close together, like they'll look really similar, but one will just be like a dustier color of that, almost like a like they've added gray to the color, you know? So it's almost like, is it the color I want or is it not the color I want? What I really want is the DMC color chart, but with the actual threads. So the one that I have is just the colors, and it's not, like, it's helpful, but like it's not very helpful. Because I feel like every time that the colors that like if I have a DMC color and I hold it up to the color chart, it's a different color. Do you know what I mean? Hi. So I don't know. I was trying to pick colors for one of the patterns for next year. And I was just a bit like, the color that I know this is not the right color. Like I know this is not the color that I've got. So I don't know. DMC, can you just get me a color chart, please? A thread one. Ooh, that didn't go down all the way. Neither did that one. I'm not too concerned because I'm going to do the same thing with that and cover it up. So if it's not perfect like that, I don't mind. But and obviously I could have gone around the circles and made them really like kind of stand out, but I think I'm just going to do French knots for those ones. Hi, Sarah. How are you this morning? Ooh, sneaky watching at work with no sound on. We'll catch up on YouTube later. Ooh. thumbs up. Sorry, guys. I got too excited. Okay. So that's enough of that color. And then, shall I use the same green as before? Purple. Thought I had the colors that I wanted, but obviously I do not. Oh, God. I'll do this one. It's just a little bit brighter than the other one. As always, sorry, that was kind of in your face. As always, if you are not going to outline, then try to keep the bottom and the top nice and tidy. If you are going to outline, then it doesn't really matter that much because you're going to cover up those edges. But just a little reminder. And obviously they'll get smaller as they go towards each edge. Come on. When you can feel the knot on the back, but it's just not getting unknotted. Like stitcher problems, right? I think it's this thread, you know? So this is one of the reasons why sometimes I like to separate them using the Y instead of pulling each one separately, because you can totally see that each of these are separate little pieces and they go through a lot smoother if they are a little bit twisted up still. So if you separate them like with the Y, like I showed you before, I find that the threads kind of stay together a bit more and they don't get twisted as much. Some people swear by thread conditioner though. But this is literally just the thread getting twisted. I should probably get like a brick or something and put it back there instead of those soup cans. And somebody asked me yesterday via DM, obviously I didn't go all the way on the Robin's bum, and they said, how will you get the pencil marks off? Obviously it's not pencil. I explained in the beginning videos, but it's the Frixion Heat Erasable Pen. So it just erases with a hair dryer. So you just get the hair dryer. I prefer a hair dryer. And you just blow it on there and it disappears. So easy peasy. Same with this line here. I'm not going to fill that in. This is just a badly drawn line. So I will heat erase that off when I'm finished. Obviously I can't do it now because that will erase the rest of my pattern. And I don't want to erase the rest of my pattern. I need it. Bye, my sister is here. Good morning. Not very many people this week. I think everyone's busy with the holidays. I don't mind though. Dear. I've got a knot. Always. Thank you. I think this one kind of looks like a basketball, so we're trying to make it not like a basketball. So I'm going to use the same blue from before and do a stem stitch around, and then for the top and then for the stem again. Of course I could do like a silver or something to make it look like a silver, like bobble top. But I'm going to just use the blue, I think. Now, I know I've said before in my other videos, but I love doing satin stitch from the middle and then out each way. For me, it helps to keep them all kind of the same. And it's easier for me to go from bigger stitches to smaller stitches than it is for smaller stitches to bigger stitches, and to keep them all parallel. I say that as I'm like messing up this one. Long video today, guys. Sorry. So many little parts take more time. But they will be on YouTube later so that you guys can fast forward through the parts that you don't want to watch. Just remember for the outside colors to keep your edges nice. Such a nice way to relax though, this is. Just like having a chat, stitching a little bit. It's like good to start my day. Okay, and then we'll do the light blue again, the same as the other one. And this is the Marlet in a light blue. I will say that because this is not like a straight cotton thread, the ends do tend to get like that on them a lot easier than the regular thread does. So just keep that in mind if you're kind of rethreading your needle a lot, because sometimes it can get difficult and you'll have to kind of cut the end of it off. So I'm just doing the same stem stitch around the outside, not around the outside, around the two sections. Of course, you could do a stem stitch around the whole outside if you wanted. But my sister says, my 2-year-old tries to speak like you. Oh my God, that's hilarious. It's like different people's accents, isn't it? And then I'm just gonna jump down here as well. Sarah says, I love the colors that you chose for the baubles. I tried to go for like a vintagey type feel. Oop, I've bumped it again. One of these days I will learn, you know? One of these days. The video is just so dark. I've got all the lights on. The sun is even out a little bit. There's not even like a socket around me that I could put a light on. Ridiculous, I tell you. Okay, and then for up here, I'm just gonna stem stitch the top a little bit because it's curved. You could just continue stem stitching and fill the whole area in like this. It gives a nice like textured look. But I'm just going to go back and forth a couple times. Because it's only one strand, it's going to take ages. Not that long, obviously, but I don't want to change again. Why? I just have like 2 more stitches to do. Golly jeepers. Okay, so that part is finished. And I'm just gonna do one big long stitch for the top. kinky. Just like that. And then when I tie a knot in the back, it will stay tight. Well, that took for freaking ever, didn't it? But there she is. If you want to do some French knots in the middle, of course you can. Maybe I'll do some. Why not? It's already been so long. Might as well just keep on going, keep on adding to it. Obviously, you can do more or less depending on what you feel like. You don't have to do as much as this. You could just outline them. Obviously, split stitch will take longer, like you saw with the Santa's face. Satin stitch is probably the quickest, but you don't have to outline them with different colors. You don't have to be so extra. I'm gonna do 3 wraps for the middle one. Two wraps for these ones. And 1 wrap for this one on the edge. Let's see if this works, what it looks like. You can always pick them out if you don't like them. There we go. Okay, I'm really done now. There it is. What did I do before that like made it brighten up? Those are more like the actual colors here instead of like that. So there we go. I hope you enjoy your day. Be sure to tag me in your stories or on your grid posts. Make sure you tag at the Barbie Fox and hashtag the Barbie Fox SAL. Be sure to go through the hashtag. Say hi to other people who are getting involved, part of the community. Have a bit of a, you know, a nice thing to say. Leave an emoji, do something fun. And I will see you tomorrow with the wreath. It's not going to look that bad, I promise. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. We've done 6 days. We only have 6 days left. Halfway through, we can do it. All right, I'll talk with you later. Bye.